What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lel Masinga, and in today's video I'm gonna take y'all with me around the city of New York. So I went around the city to some of the main POIs, and while doing so I interviewed some New Yorkers about the life there. So make sure you watch till the end and let's get into it. So, as you can see, this wasn't one of the best days to record due to the weather and the march. The march was in the Fifth Avenue, which is one of the main avenues in the city. So, we had to get out the bus because that was part of our route and the bus couldn't pass by. So, we had to get out the bus, we had to walk. And that was when I took the chance to interview some people. I gotta be honest, I was real nervous, although it was an overall good experience. As you know, I usually just be in my own space, in my office, or recording myself traveling. So this chance of being out there was actually something good for me. So I hope you enjoy. And in case you're looking for some insights on like life in New York, if you're thinking about going there or like moving there even, I think this would be helpful.
So could I just get your name and where you from?
My name is Anthony. I'm from the Bronx.
From the Bronx. Okay. So can you tell us a little bit about the life here in New York?
Life in New York.
Yeah. Like, what do you do for a living, for example?
What I do for a living, I'm a security guard.
Security guard. Okay. And how do you like it? If I could ask
It's
you.
cool. You know,
Yeah.
some days it's harder than others.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of homeless people down here. They like sleeping in the banks.
Yeah.
They make my job a little harder sometimes, but some of them is respectful. I pack their stuff and leave.
All right.
Some days is better than others.
Yeah. So do you like the life around here?
Of course. Yeah.
Would you change it for any other city?
I wouldn't want to be from nowhere other than
Nowhere
New York.
else. Okay. Okay. And what do you think is a hidden gem in New York City that most people don't see?
It's a lot of gyms out here. We got mad fire restaurants.
Okay.
You got the boroughs. Then you got upstate. Let's see, like a real gem. We being honest, I say the people ain't nothing like being from New York. Like that's like really the best thing about New York. Some people like us, some people don't. Some people say we rude, some people love us, but yeah, the people. That's like the best thing about New York.
Is it like a good place if someone wanted to come here and live like in New York?
Yeah.
Would you advise them to pull up?
This is gonna be biased, but yes.
Yeah.
If somebody was to come to New York and want to live here, I would most definitely tell them, pull up. Like New York, I feel like it's just the best place in the world. I love it.
Actually.
Good afternoon.
So could I get your name?
Elizabeth Sadoff.
Elizabeth Sadoff. Okay. So what do you think about life here in New York?
I think life here in New York is like being on the forefront of everything that is essential.
Yeah.
And I think that because we are such a mass group of different cultures living together, that we actually understand the hardships that we share and how hard it is for all of us to live in one small island, at least the Manhattan area.
Yeah.
And I think it is just a place where I would never want to leave.
Never want to leave. Okay. So
Except to travel.
Okay. So what do you think is the biggest misconception people have, not only in the U.S. but around the world, about living in New York?
I think the biggest one that I understand is just people don't think it's safe.
Okay.
And I think that's completely wrong.
Yeah.
And I also think that they think that New Yorkers are not kind and looking out for others, and I think that's completely wrong too. New Yorkers are super helpful and actually in your face about, you're looking at your map. Well, we used to have maps in the old days, and you'll say, "Oh, what can I show you where to go?" You know, we're very interested in helping people be comfortable here.
Okay. And what do you now looking more at like the tourist part? What do you think is a hidden gem here in New York? Something that people often overlook because people talk about the Statue of Liberty and all those stuff. But what do you think is a point that most people don't go, but they should go if they're visiting New York?
Gosh, I can't really answer that. There are so many, and really, I think every possible block has, because there's so much history here. And sometimes when you look, like we were just noticing, we're coming down Fifth Avenue, and the storefronts have pretty much all been turned into something that's kind of homogenous and nondescript in design. But when you look up, you see this beautiful architecture. I mean, we are surrounded by beauty and significant historical hits You know, so it's just, it's kind of like that, the whole gestalt of the city is what is people should be looking at.
Most people also think that New York is an expensive city to live in. Do you agree with that?
It is a very expensive
It's
place.
very expensive.
But it's also a place where we can make a living. If you can get that balance, because I sell art, and I represent artists, and this is the only place I could do this.
Okay, okay.
So, you know, and it's a joy.
Alright, so that was my day in New York. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share the video. La Alma Singa here. Peace, and see you next time.